So we're still live. You have till January 15th to enter. I wouldn't wait till then, but I go on now and get signed up. Every dollar you spend on the garage giveaway page, if you wanted Lev Rack or Sonic MSS, MSS Plus, Rousseau, Lista, shoot, anything you want, we're going to be able to design and put together for you. The plan is we're going to draw somebody's name second week of January, sometime after January 15th, and we're going to, put some Dyne audio speakers in somebody's garage. We're going to outfit them with essentially whatever you want. I think we valued it at 85 grand, but you know me, I can be talked into doing a really cool setup. But we're going to fly to wherever you are, transform your garage, change your life. To me, the garage is the anchor of the obsession. I'm sure it is for many of you. Man, I can't imagine it giving it to you, let alone receiving it. So make sure to go to obsessedgarage.com and get entered to win. All right, this is a new episode, right, Mike? All right, so let's kind of go over what I've been doing since the last time. You were gone yesterday filming the tour of the new building, right? New OG. Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun thing.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with Matt a bit ago about what we're gonna do. He needed to know what size dumpster we need because once I get out of this job, it's gonna go right into that, demoing, pulling walls out, doing electrical, plumbing, whatever. So anyway, so what I've done so far this last few days would be all the electrical in the, so this is coffee bar area. So we've got our sconce lights done. This is gonna be switched for the sconce plus a receptacle. So it's gonna look like this. So the sconces are basically right here and here. Then we've got outlets on the backsplash. So this is a switch with an outlet, because they're gonna have probably a grinder, maybe a Mocha Master, La Marzocca. So we have plenty of power for that. This is freezer and refrigerator power. Those are both dedicated. Water's in. Like I mentioned, the sconce lights are going there. I put a microwave light in or a microwave plug, I should say. So this was the existing for the oven. So that's staying put. Microwave is lower, so put that in. Put a receptacle in here. Then these were existing, and then a sconce up there. And then obviously got all the drywall taken care of, taped. So then we move into the pantry now. This is all taken care of. I put 3 outlets on this back wall. Drywall's done here. Then move into the laundry room, and this was a lot of patching. Every single wall is patched. We did a lot of hacking up in here between the plumbers and myself running electrical. This is where the old water heater used to sit, so patched those. Took out all the old electrical for the water heater. Ran a new 30 amp circuit from the main panel up and through and into the closet for where the new Marathon, the Rheem Marathon water heater will be. So that came up through here. I cut off the vent because it doesn't need to be down here anymore because we're a stacked unit. So the stacked unit will come here, so there'll be a short run for the dryer vent. I put a 20 amp circuit in for the washer. That was existing for the dryer. Plumbers obviously took care of drain and supply for that. And that's pretty much what I've been working on the last couple days. Next, we're working on the DMF lights today too. I'm gonna get the DMF lights. I think I'll get those installed in the kitchen. There's 4 of them in there. And let's look at what Victor's been up to. By the way, I'm drinking our blend out of our X Bloom that we sell. It's pretty good. It's a nice morning coffee, cup of joe, Mike. So look at that. Big difference compared to what it used to be.
Yeah. Wow.
And let me just say, I have to say something about Victor. This guy, not only is he an extremely top tier tile installer, but he's a great human being. You know what he did today? He comes and he says, "Hey, do you mind I use some of your bleach?" I said, "Oh, what are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I cleaned the bathroom." Dude took his time because they used the bathroom. I cleaned the bathroom too, but I didn't expect them to do it. He went on his own and cleaned the toilet, the sink area, everything. That's what a good guy is.
He's a good man.
He's a good guy. So, but you can't use him. He's our only for us now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fully booked.
Fully booked. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks pretty amazing.
It's fantastic. Fantastic.
So we didn't show those tiles going in.
No, so that's the corduroy tile. That's behind the tub, and So he took it from joint to joint, and then he made sure that the bottom course of the corduroy, he trimmed the bottom off because the thickness of the floor tile, so that all the way up the joints, every other joint matched the 23 5/8 joint that's for the big tiles. And then it ends with a full tile at the top.
That's where the details are.
That's where his planning comes into play and experience. 10 years of doing nothing but tile. Yeah, it pays off. And then you look at the shower, look how nice that looks. Look at that. Amazing work.
Yeah, so we showed him how he cut like all those individual
Yeah,
them out,
yeah,
make sure they're
yeah.
perfect.
And you see we hemmed and hawed about where to put the joint because we were looking at centering on that exterior door, but it made more sense since this is the focal point to split it here. So Steve, myself, and Victor, we talked about this, and I think this has ended up where it needed to be. So that looks really good because you don't even notice that that's an inch off of center of the door really, but this matters. That is like when you walk into the room, that's what you look at. And then that's pretty well centered where the shower head is, pretty close. It's a little, I mean, you can't pick everything on center, but that is centered in the shower. And the niche has got to be between studs, which is where that laid out, and I think that's a good spot for it. Then we have, there's partition will come here. I imagine it'll come out about probably 1.5 of these tiles, because you got a rain shower head there. So we'll have to figure out what makes the most sense as far as how far this partition comes out. Because remember, this would all be open, so you could theoretically just walk into the shower right like this, have the partition about here. That'd be my guess. And remember, with Victor, he charges by the job, not by his time. So he's taking more time to do it, which effectively is his hourly rate is going down because he takes his time. But he clearly doesn't care about that. He cares about quality of work, which is admirable. So anyway, I'm Victor's agent, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm promoting Victor.
Like he spilled coffee on his fresh tile.
I did not, you're lying. Oh, I sure, Mike, what the, dude, I did. I'm gonna have to get on the ground and clean that. That's horrible, here.
There you go. No lucky gloves are ready.
These are brand new too, so I just clean gloves. What a loser I am. First things first, I'm gonna take this fan down. So I'm gonna utilize the circuit that's feeding the fan lights. So there's gonna be a red and a black, so black should probably be fan, red's gonna be lights. So I'll figure out which circuit's which, and then I'm gonna remove the fan, tie into that circuit so I don't have to cut drywall up the wall and run it over here because it's already here. So we're gonna take this down. This will be we'll put this in the garage. Maybe they'll wanna give this to one of their employees or something. It's good content, Mike.
This is top shelf here.
Top shelf content, buddy. Did nothing but the best for the people. Yeah. There we go. There's that. What I need to do is figure out which way the ceiling joists are going, and then find out what the layout is, and then I can kind of lay out the cans. And I'll eliminate this light box altogether, cut this drywall, get rid of it, so that way it's not in the ceiling at all. We'll patch this drywall, just put it all together. So I'll have to cut the drywall loose, pull this box out. I'll pull the Romex out of this box. If it should come from there. So what my first can is gonna be over here somewhere. So I'll tie this into that first can, and then I'll basically daisy chain it to the other three. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So let me cut this loose, get this out of the way, get this box out of here, and then it looks like, now that I can see the brackets here, I'm guessing that the ceiling joists run this way. Okay, so I know there's a joist there. Up against something now, let's see. Cut this loose. This hole will no doubtly get bigger. Just want to see what's what. Okay, so this is just a block. So this is all open truss up here, it looks like, which is great news for me, because that means I can run wire easily. So I'm gonna have to cut this bigger to determine what's what. Like once you're patching anyway, so you might as well cut the hole big enough so you can see what's going on. I got a little drywall dust on me, Michael. Okay, so there we go. Well, actually, it would be long enough to, put a first can here if we wanted to. All right. I don't don't know what this was doing. Not much. Here, Trevor. Okay. So now we're open up. Now I should be able to stick my noggin up there and see what's going on. Interesting. So we need to get the laser out and lay this out properly. This is our Secret Santa gift, Mike.
Yeah, we missed the,
You already opened yours, right? Trevor and I were not here. We were working.
That's quality, Mike, right there. That's quality.
You've already opened yours, Michael.
That's also
Of
quality.
course, now the one time I don't have my box cutter.
Look at that.
Wow, you got a Gerber knife.
That's a good one. That's the one I've been wanting. That's quality.
Let's see what
We don't know who these are from.
have no idea, Mike.
Porsche GT2 RS.
Nice.
That's quality.
Make It Japanese cookbook.
That's good.
You know, I do like to cook some Japanese foods, Mike. Sweet and sour chicken. I can't do the sweet part, but some salads. Well, there's a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, I might partake in these.
Yeah, well, I like cooking, so. And I have a chef's knife, Mike.
Ooh.
Very nice. All right. Very good.
You can use that here to cook up your steaks.
I can. And we'll do like we were laughing at the videos, how they throw them on the grill just for effect. I don't understand that. Well, whoever got me this, thank you. It's nice.
Yeah,
Secret Santa, we don't know who's who. I can use this in my coach.
Correct.
Trevor's already partaking.
You gotta do some chopping here, Mike?
Yeah, more chopping. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, the first can needs to be right where that is,
That little.
the detector. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll relocate that, center it in the room, and then that would look better anyway if I center it. And then I'll put the first can there, put one there, and then the next can will be like right here, and then right behind you. I think that would look the best. I'm gonna lay that out. So this is where you take the time, make it, do a little extra by moving that is you know, something I think we should do. When I say we, I mean me. We as a company.
We as Obsessed Garage.
We as Obsessed Garage will move this here detector. All right, so I got the thing laid out. I think this is gonna work best. So what I did was, remember we're gonna have, you know, base cabinets and uppers here. So we can't go too close to the wall because you don't want it to interfere with the uppers, and I think it would look goofy anyway. So what I did was I split it in thirds, and that's gonna work out all right based on our truss layout. And we've got actually trusses going this way. I laid them out with the laser, and then there's one going here and one back here. So I'm kind of, you know, beholden to layout. So 45 inches off a wall, 45 between, 45 off wall, 18 off of the front here to the center, and 24 off the back. That kind of gets it away from here, because if I go any further, I'll be up in that corner. We don't want that. And this brings it back enough that it'll definitely light the sink. There's also obviously a light above the sink too that's independent of the overhead lights. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these cans cut in, get them wired in, and then we're gonna start on here, Mike. You ready to get on the scissor lift with me, buddy? We're gonna be up there. But this isn't that high. It's not like up there. That's 29 and a half feet.
Well, when we do the fan,
That's going to be where your legs might be shaking a little bit. Matt doesn't want to see that. He didn't want to look. I don't blame him. If you're freaked out of heights, watching somebody else do that, I will say, when I watch those guys hang off skyscrapers, that's sketchy to me. I don't mind heights, but I wouldn't do that. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get these. Let's get these cut in. And look how dark it is now that the fan's gone. All right, so I got the holes cut. I can take my hoodie off now because I'm hot. I did that to protect my Obsessed Garage Adam LZ collab shirt. That's a giveaway shirt, by the way, Mike. You should go enter garage giveaway. Matt did just a recent video on why, right? And how it all transpired. Let's go check on Victor. It's getting close to finish. So, the grouting. It's looking really good. Yeah, very nice. As it turns out, that way was a no-go. I mean, I could drill a hole. There's a solid floor joist that runs right here, so there's no way to get through. So now I'm running from here to here, which is going to work out because I know there's access from here to here and here to here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I got the fiberglass fish through, so now I'm going to strip this back. Hey Mike, you know what I need pretty soon? Cup of coffee, Mike.
It's never a bad time.
No, it's not. It's not. It's what keeps us going. There it is. It's that one. So now, I'm gonna get my fish. Fish it this way now. So this is the tip I was talking about. Rather than the hook tip, you just put the wire through here and twist around. That way, if you're pulling and you push back, sometimes the wire will come off the hook. But with this one, it's kind of captive, so it won't. Should be able to see it up there now. Mike's favorite thing to kick, my laser. It's because you're on the camera looking up and not paying attention where you're walking. Simple mistake, Mike. Yeah, that's what we do on set. Sometimes things get screwed up on set, right, Mike? Finagle it around. There it is. What I like to do is I always bend these back this way so that gravity can't pull them back through, because that's happened to me before. So if you stick these through and kind of bend them back, that way the weight of that side doesn't pull it through because it's hooked, you know? Ask me how I know. Because I can remember one instance where I spent like an hour fishing about 15 feet away, maybe a little long further, weaving it through trusses. I get it in there, pull the wire through, I clip it loose, and the gravity of the other end holding this pulls it back through. Never made that mistake again. All right. Cool. Now we can just wire them up, and we'll get to try them.
Hey everybody, we're at the LZ compound. I'm washing my old GT350. It's quite a bit different than what it was before. But we're here at the compound doing the LZ house transformation, and I need to come out and wash a car.
This all started with you doing my garage back at my other house, and
Gosh,
that
remember
came
that?
out pretty legit.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
I know.
So that was the house that's about 30 minutes from here.
Yep.
It was a 3-car. I think it was like 38 by 24. It was a perfect muse. It had epoxy floor. Remember I talked you into covering that up.
And remember, everyone thought the Swiss tracks were going to be terrible for like a shop working on cars, but it turned out to be the best thing ever.
Yeah, well, not great for welded diffs.
True, we did learn that.
Yeah, you got to drive in straight.
Yep.
If you make any kind of turn, no good. But that was the first garage we did. Sabre. We've certainly stepped it up since then.
Yep.
So garage giveaway. Go to obsessedgarage.com. Get entered to win. We have the OG LZ collab shirts there. Get entered to win, and we're going to pick somebody. I guess probably the 3rd week of January. It runs from now until January 15th, and we're going to come out and change somebody's life. It's going to be awesome.
Good luck.
I don't know if we really went into detail when I did the master bath, but so you got your knockouts on the back side, you got 3/4 and halves. So what I do is I pick this half because it's not obstructed by this ground. So I take this one here, like that, and just twist that knockout out. And then what I like to use are Romex connectors. You can use the push style or kind of with a nut. I have the kind with a nut on the back side. So that goes there.
You need some light in order to show the lights being installed.
Yeah, we don't have enough light for the, it's getting late in the day, Mike. That's why we gotta hurry.
That's right.
All right, so that's in. So Romex goes in there. Okay, so how these work, pop it in here. It's kind of a snug fit. And then these little tabs just get pushed out and they lock in place. And that's that. And then there's a pigtail that comes with the DRD2 that gets wired into these. And then the DRD2 also has a separate ground that gets tied in with this ground and our earth ground from our Romex. So these are gonna get tied together, but there's also a ground. So you would think, okay, I can just wire nut these together now, but you can't. I'll show you why. Here's our DMF puck, right? So this is a DRD2. So it comes with a pigtail, but see the ground is hardwired into the puck. So what you have to do is I wire the pigtail in to the hot and the neutral, and then I come up here and get all three of the grounds tied together, and then you can plug it in and screw it into the fixture. So they don't quite strip the wire back far enough for my taste, so I take a little extra off.
You like these cans?
I do like these. I like the square trim. I mean, it's contemporary look. The rounds is nice too. I stripped back my solid a little too long, of course. Okay, so those are done now. So it's saying the puck has its own ground. So what I do is I take these two stranded and I twist them together. Our earth ground here. And then that's it. That one's done. So now the trim ring locks onto this, the trim, the baffle, and then this can move up and down depending on, you know, the type of ring, I suppose. So I don't know if I've only ever used the round ones and the square ones that come with this, but I don't know, maybe there's a reason why there's so much adjustability. They might have a different ring that, you know, is deeper, so that the puck would be in there further. But I can kind of show you that real quick. I'll just grab a trim. So these just lock in like that, and they shove back into housing. So, but I'm gonna, like I said, that's how they look when they're done. But we're gonna leave these off for now. But that's how simple it is. Yep, we'll stick the other three in. We'll fire them up and see how much light we have. This is the final can here, Michael. So. Just about got it. Let's see. There we go, Michael. That's adequate amount of light, I would say. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, this is enough light right over the sink too. You figure you're gonna be standing here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Then these uppers come out, I think they're about 12, and these units are out here. So this will be good. Yeah, very good. Plenty of light. All right, so now, Mike. Yeah, you just, poor Mike. You can't see anything when you're looking through the camera. Yeah, it's nice. That's 3,500. All right, let me get this up here. Get that as far as I can. If I can, I'd love to center it between those two cans. Too much light to be staring at right now. Okay, so lights are in. As you can see, I centered the smoke detector now will be between the two lights. So I was able to go up there and pull the staples loose, get the fire wire over to where it goes. And then I patched our hole. So obviously there's more work that has to be done to the ceiling. I think I'm probably gonna have it, I'll smooth it. Granted, as Matt said, and it's true, when we do flat walls, the texture will kind of, it won't be as visible, but I think if we're gonna patch, and it might as well just go ahead and skim coat smooth. I think it'll look a lot better, more contemporary. So anyway, I'm gonna go clean up my tools, and I think we're about ready to call it, huh, Mike? Well, tomorrow's a new day, Mike. So I'll be working on those lights in the family room.
Okay, Mike, it's the next day.
It's a Saturday, and here we are, you and me, buddy.
That's it, Mike.
So, starting off, we got some fresh coffee.
That's right.
This is the coffee house. What's the
That one is the OG blend.
OG blend, which is the one with what flavors are there, Mike?
You know what? It's different than the rhubarb.
It's not the rhubarb one. It's a different one, huh? I didn't read the bag,
I gotta check the notes.
but it's pretty good.
It's eligible for a garage giveaway entry.
It is, as well as this shirt, Mike.
Yeah.
We're a couple of just feeding it to the people. Please buy some shirts and coffee. So these are Italian sausages for breakfast, and I'm going to do some organic pasture-raised eggs here, Mike, and an avocado. So I'm waiting for the old Weber to heat up. That's how you start the morning, Mike. I gave Trevor the day off. I should have given myself the day off too, Mike.
I think so, Mike.
And because I didn't, you're here.
That's right.
Sorry, Mike.
That's all right, Mike.
That's all right, buddy.
We gotta capture the footage for the people to see.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, leapfrog it. You look good, Mike. Go ahead and take care of that. I'll film you. I think we need to turn those lights off, though. I know it's going to make it harder for you, though. They're going to be no good for filming. Just staring up into them would be not a good situation for me. We don't have to go up very high, don't you worry. Right there. All right, so can you see in here? Let's see if I can push this out of the way. See how there's a tongue and a groove? There's the tongue is on this board, that's this. It's going into this groove. See that? So what I have to do is put my saw right in there and cut straight through the tongue and groove and pull that piece out. So once I get one out, I can take the rest loose. So, but that's the only way to do it. So, and I think I'm gonna take, because here's our butt here, goes over and probably gets cut off over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this, Michael. How many ear protect? Oh, you got your hoodie on and your hat. This is my second least favorite noise. That and a hammer drill. So, theoretically, should be able to get some way. I gotta work this piece out. There it is. So here's where they nailed them, right there. So it's not glued, which is good. And there's no plywood, which is also good, which I thought there would be. But, so, it's quite the void up there. So the good news is, they ran these up, but I just don't know how far. Okay, there's, oh, I see. There's steel right here, right there. There's steel girt. So I have a void between here to fish wire up to. So these are nailers that they've put onto these girts. So I'll have to get a fish through there, but it looks like I can do that without much problem, Mike.
That's good news.
It is very good news. So the only question would be is if they put any kind of blocking, but I don't see why they would do that. I'm sure it's just girts running this way. So if I stay in the same bay, well, actually, it doesn't matter. I can put them anywhere I want because this is all open. Now, the thought is when I bring the other board in like this, they can caulk right in here like they're going to do all the other joints, and it will hide. The kerf of the blade took, a 1/16. That can be filled with painter's caulk when they caulk the rest of the. See how they did over there, Mike? They've already done above the front door. So that bead of caulk will hide my cut. Definitely I don't want to go past here, I may just make this a cut here, so that way my joints are staggered, because I don't want to get into here. And then next nailer is probably over underneath this. So I'll just have to cut it and then put a backing in to screw to where that joint will be. Yeah. Cut it. So here what it is there's a framework. Here, you can kind of see it in here. I don't know if you can get up there with the camera, Michael, but there's a frame that comes across and catches here and over to here. So I'm thinking if I cut it here and cut it here, I can probably do the same up here. So let me go down, grab some tin snips, and see if I can cut it loose. I know I should have brought a flashlight so you can film this, Mike. Okay, that one's loose. Now you can see it, Mike. So these are what I'm cutting here. Okay, so that is officially cut loose. Now, question is, can I get it through? Well, I do want to cut this one anyway, but let's see how good I am with that thing, huh, Mike? I impressed myself, Michael. Wood surgeon. All right, so now, so we can tip this and get it out of here. There it is. There's our junction box. It is a large can. I hear someone out drifting, Mike.
Huh? How are you not dying, man?
Lights aren't on, Michael. Why am I not dying? 110 won't kill you anyway, unless you want to stick it in your ear or something like that. I don't know. So there's probably, because these are on dimmers, there's probably a little bit of voltage if I'm not, you know, I mean, oftentimes they don't completely shut off. You might feel a little tingle. There it is. Okay. So now what I have to do is do the exact same thing with the other two cans. And then I will cut in, I think we want to put one about here and another one above it here on this row. So it's going to go 3, 2, and then 1. Because I can't put one up there above that because it's obviously that from the hip to roof, that beam's in the way. So essentially we're going to add 3 cans and replace the 3 that are here with DMF. So they'll all look the same. So, and I know what people are going to say is, well, now it angles off and you're not going to get light down here. But Matt knows that, and they talked about it, and I think they're going to have like lamps down here anyway or something for lighting. So, and if you look, this is going to cast right about where the family room will be. I think it'll be fine. Plus, it's a 90-degree beam angle, so there'll be plenty of light. So now that I've got this cut out in the middle of nowhere, what I'll do is I'll take a piece of the same material, I'll put it on the back side, I'll finish nail through it so that that joint is supported from the back side with some more of the same material. And that'll hold everything in play. And then I think what I might do as well is, since I've already got this open, what I may do is put those cans that we're gonna do closer to the wall. The further down they are, the better it is for light distribution. So I may not keep them here, I may bring them down here.
Yeah, because you just cut it in exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it in here and then fill in these boards after the fact.
Got it. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that'll look best. Anvil. I think that's where the men live, apparently. And I've never seen any Ladyville or Womanville insulation. Good comedian.
You coming down?
I'm waiting on you, Mike. I'm just sitting here waiting on Mike Wabba, the
The operator.
professional scissor lift operator. Look at you, Mike.
Pretty good.
If this doesn't work out for you, you can say you operate scissor lifts now.
This is my true calling.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so smooth there.
That's just a different stage there, Mike. That burn's not looking so good, Mike. Now it's got fiberglass insulation in it. Feels real good.
Well, this isn't as daunting as it maybe initially seemed. I don't know, at least from my perspective here.
It's always easy from the perspective of I don't have to do it myself. Yeah, that's what Matt always says. Just put a 2x4 up there and some wire, and it is easy.
Yeah.
20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be up there, man.
Yeah, you're not gonna like that up there, Mike. All right, Mike, let's see if this fits. Now, this is the stuff I brought from Home Depot, so this is part of the sample we took out. So the key is it exactly the same dimension? That was yours, Mike. So this is first time I've had it down. Now it is, yes. It's the same thickness, fortunately. Now next thing is we line up the chamfers, and they are the same size. Wow, we're gonna get lucky. This is Home Depot wood. Look at that. That's gonna work.
Oh man,
That's sweet. That's lucky. I was not sure because sometimes they'll buy this from a mill or something, like a lumber yard, and it might be Home Depot stuff doesn't always match up with what's, common. So I'm so glad that that's the same. So I just got to buy a bunch of this, like probably like 80 feet total, and everywhere else I can cut holes. I think we're going to be lucky, Mike, and we got it. Now Victor came back this morning to finish grouting, so yeah, man, it's amazing work. Victor and Misa. Misa's his cousin who helps him. Yeah, they're a great team.
we were just saying this like a week ago looked like a bunch of.
Yeah, the week ago it was studs. I didn't have any drywall up. The ceiling wasn't hung. There were no lights. So I got that done for these guys to do what they're doing, and now it looks like an actual room. It certainly is. All right, so I am continuing with the lights in the family room, but there's one thing I had to stop and do, which is why we went to Home Depot, was to grab some flex, 3/4 flex, and some connectors, and get this disconnect installed in here. So this is, the water heater is gonna tuck back in here. Obviously it's an electric unit, so you have to have a disconnect with inside of the water heater. So that's done. So this is our 30 amp circuit run to here. So that's in here. So what we'll do is there's our load will go here. This is our line. So I noticed there were some comments about we use bare copper wire for our non-insulated ground, earth ground. Well, that's, yes. And guess how many times they fail? Never. So anyway, I mean, unless you do something wrong. So that's in. So they may come do the water heater this week. That's why I don't want them waiting around for me. So I want to get that done. Stop calling me Mike.
You're right.
Please, please, please. A couple people got a little rubbed that we're mentioning the garage giveaway. But come on, man. I mean, everybody that does YouTube and has a business on side of YouTube mentions the business. I mean, how else would we afford to do this if we make no money? So, I mean, sorry, but it's part of the thing. So if you can skip forward when we talk about buying one of these shirts so you can enter the garage giveaway and have us come take care of your garage for you. And maybe the people that are rubbed don't have a garage and they don't want to hear about it, but sorry, it's part of the business.
It's called Obsessed Garage.
It is called Obsessed Garage. It's not called Obsessed Do Everything for Nothing. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm just saying we're going to mention it because we need to. It's, we have to get paid. OG has to make monies. Otherwise, we can't do this. And if you don't like him, subscribe. We're going to have to charge Adam a whole lot of money to do this for him.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. We need the subs and the likes and the views.
Correct.
Right? I don't want Maddie to be stressed out about doing this for nothing. So this is the last one. I'm just rearranging, get some of this insulation. Remember there was a big box here, so I've found enough insulation to kind of go around it. So in case anyone wants to know, these retrofits are IC rated, which means insulation contact. So they're rated for contact with insulation. So they're safe to use either in an open ceiling or one that has blown-in insulation or bad insulation like this.
So you got ahead of us a little bit.
Yeah, I did. While you were editing, I kind of just wanted to try and test them out. I was going to do all the rough ins, but I thought, no, let me get all these in and try them out. So I'm about to go down and turn them on for the first time. So the only thing is I have to make sure because these pigtails would theoretically be live. So I'll go down and I'll move those out of the way, and then maybe you can try to turn on the light.
How were they to put in? Did they go in all right?
Yeah, they're actually fine. I mean, I used the multi-tool on this one, and then decided it took actually more time to do that than it did just getting the jigsaw. So I ended up using the M18 jigsaw and a drill. So I just do a starter hole in the corner, zip up like this, and then this way. So it worked nicely. So, and then I staggered this cut back here. So when I splice in, so this really the only area that's going to get new boards is these two here all the way end to end, and then the same thing there where those lights are. Those will get new boards, and we've already confirmed that Home Depot actually sells these exact boards. Yeah, they look nice. I like that they fit on one board.
Yeah. All right, ready, Mike?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good amount of light for just 3. So this one's staying. There's none are being added beyond this one, but I am gonna do another one beyond this one, and then at least 2 more beyond this one. Or no, actually, I'm gonna do 2 beyond this one and 3 beyond that one. So a total of another 5 cans. We'll see how, I think, and then I'll just do 1 above that one and 1 above that one. Yeah. And that might be enough.
Plus the 4 that you're putting over there.
Yeah, there's 4 going in there, but that's on a separate circuit. That's for the eating area. It looks good. So that's no trim ring. Obviously there's a square trim ring that goes on there that finishes out, but I'm not gonna use that yet until they're done painting. So the painter primed the ceiling in the master today. If you want to go take a look at that, we can go look at it in here. Wow, that looks a lot different. A lot different. So we rolled this, primed. So everywhere that's flat wall right now that's not textured is getting cabinetry or built-in, closet organization. So that's about it.
It already looks quite different.
It looks different primed, yeah. And they do that just because it's, this is painted with urethane, so it oftentimes won't, latex paint won't stick real well adhere to it, so they put this real sticky primer on there. All right, so I know I said I would take you guys along and I would only do a couple more, but I got a little carried away, so basically this side's done. So we're gonna take you through this side here, but it's already much improved, don't you think, Mike?
Yeah, it looks really good in here, man.
Yeah. So we were originally gonna add 3 here and 3 here, but in true OG fashion, 3 wasn't ideal, 5 was better. 3's good, 5's more, better. So, right? So I'm gonna get started on this. I'm gonna do the same thing. We've already kind of shown you guys that, how I pulled the boards loose here to get access to the original cans. So I'm gonna do the same thing, get the boards pulled loose, get those cans out, and then we'll kind of take you through the process of how I got the cans cut in, fish the wire and all that. I'm gonna come down and throw all these away.
Hey, Mike, what are you wearing there?
What am I wearing?
Yeah.
These are 501s. Boots. I know what you're saying, Mike. It's a giveaway shirt, Mike. Adam LZ OG collab shirt, Michael. If you buy one of these, you enter a garage giveaway, from what I understand.
How's it feel, Mike?
What? How's what feel, Mike?
To be a star.
God, Michael. All right, so how I'm figuring out where they're going is the existing fixture, I put, there's a notch on the enclosure. It's the center line, so I marked it here. As you can see there, so we're gonna duplicate that with our fixtures. And then what I'll do is do the same over there, and then I'll measure to center, and that'll be, because I don't know if they got it exactly centered, but I know where this was seemed to work out with the wiring lengths, because if I can't go too far that way or too far that way, the wire won't reach, so. Anyway, so I marked it, now we'll just do this. You can see there's an arrow, you line up with that, mark there. And then what we want is about the same distance, top and bottom, so lower just a hair. There we are. Then,
You're a real artist, man.
I don't know, didn't do too well on that one, I don't think. And then, what I'm doing is walkie drill, and then I drill into the corners. Using the jigsaw. All right, there's that. Okay, then we take our wires that are not live, by the way. Oh. First things first, people, I just made number one mistake. Make sure it's through the hole first. There we go. This is where getting distracted with a camera kind of gets you sometimes.
No, I wasn't gonna tell you, Mike. I was gonna let you.
You just let me find that on my own?
Yeah.
All right.
So you got all the boards in.
Yeah, that's good. When his box is hanging outside there, I like that. That's how you put these back in. All right, as simple as that. Now we take grab our DRD2 puck light, and we wire that in. So that's it, Mike, that's how you do it. I'm gonna do this one real quick just so I can move down. We take our screws that came with the housing. I know we already showed this before, but doesn't hurt to show it again. Like and subscribe. If you like content like this and more, please give us a subscribe. Just go ahead and every time, never. You just kick my tools around.
Michael, what is this?
This is your child. This is your daughter.
Indeed.
Wabba Wawa, I call her. Yes. She thinks you have food. There you go. This is her outfit. Oh, I see that. It's polka dots. Yeah. She must get dehydrated with all that licking. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that measuring off the wall to the laser to make sure we're square or parallel with this wall. And then I line it up with the edge of the can so I can come up 4 feet and stick our other can in. So off here I could measure off that beam there, but here I don't have a beam I can measure off because that beam's at an angle. So I'm just double checking here that I'm pretty well parallel. So 114 3/4. 115 3/8. A little off. So all right, that's it. So now what I'll do is go up, measure 4 feet up, which is where my other can's going. The purlins are on 24-inch centers, so I'm shooting the gap between them. So now we know one is roughly 48 inches from here. I'm gonna go right here. We get our little sticker, and we know we're on this edge here. So it's going right here. See the precision surgical hand, Michael? there's that, right? And then we take our fish, which is here. You're on it, Michael. There we go. And this one's the easy one because this is all open. So they go straight down here between insulation and the purlins. There we are. Okay. So then take our wire, which you're also standing on. And just take a little strip back. Shove that up there. There it is. So there's that one. Now go down and this is the only cam I'm putting here, and then we're going to put 2 there. So let's go down and set up the laser for those 2, and then we'll mark those and pull the wire. All right, so now that I've got all the holes cut in, I am going to go ahead and install all the roughing cans, and then I'll go behind that and install the DRD2 pucks. And then we can try them out. I think I'll have them done here in the next, I don't know, hour and a half. Then we can try them out. I'm anxious to see how much light, now that we'll have 13 cans in total. Think that's enough light, Mike? Considering there were only 6 before and they were all the way up against the wall, I think this will be vastly improved. You got a lot of sawdust on your lens there, buddy. You have been.
What are you working on now, Mike?
I'm working on getting some iced coffee because it's getting later in the afternoon. So I need a little pick-me-up.
A little boost.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in this here motor coach, Mike. Yeah, I'm just Susie Homemaker over here. I mean, it is nice to have food on the job site and have a place to, crash after you're tired.
Mike, you think people are gonna be mad that we're filming you just doing some dishes?
Probably.
Not enough construction.
I mean, if you want construction to continue, you have to let me get some coffee. All right, so the painter just left. We just got our little iced coffee, our midday coffee. I know it's not really midday, but it's 2/3 of the day. So he sprayed a second coat on the ceiling in here. Looks great. So now you get an idea of how it's going to look in white. So all the joints have been caulked, and 1 coat of oil-based primer and 2 coats of paint. Looks like we have a couple of little holidays, but I'm sure he'll touch that up. 1 here, a couple over there. So I think the ceiling and the walls are actually a different white. I think the white on the walls is a slightly creamier white, and the ceiling's a white. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's good. So that's done. Yep, that's the last one, Michael. Yeah, we're done. Let's see if they turn on. Wow. That's nice. Yeah, that's a lot better. Holy mackerel. That's good. And that is well lit. And it's even. I like it. And I'm not sure if those are even, they might be dimmed a little bit because these are dimmable. I'm not sure if, that's full bright now. But I mean, it's good because we can dim them. So I think what I'll do, I was thinking about layout. I think what I'll do is see how these 4 cans are right here? If I transplant those, boom, right there. So the same exact layout. So this row carries boom, 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 because those 4 lights will take care of this whole area. And I think the consistency of keeping them on the same plane looks best. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, big difference. I wish Adam could come see this. They lived here, so they probably remember how kind of dreary it was or dim. Now, if you look down, the beauty of it, everything's even. There's even light everywhere. There aren't any dark spots. All right, so I think we're going to call it for this video. I've got, obviously, lighting's done in here, but here's what I have coming up. I have to do the nook area. I've got 4 cans to do there. I need to somehow get power up for a fan that's gonna go in between where this light is and where the other light was. So I have to get power up there, which means I'm gonna have to try to get the scissor lift up and over and get that done. There are 3 cans, like the ones that used to be here, that are up in that room up there. You can see them up there. So I'm gonna need to change those out so that have consistent type of lighting, because those are no good. So I'll probably do that. I don't think we had originally discussed that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make the call because I think it's needed to be done. So I've got that to do. What else? I've got to remove the medallion here, get this chandelier off of here. And that's it. Oh, and I have the Colette's light fixture. There it is right there. So this needs to be installed upstairs in that bedroom. So this gets mounted, and I think it gets mounted like this. I have to double check with Laurel, but I remember her saying it goes like this. So you think it's like this? I don't know. Was it like that? I hope so. That would be better. So anyway, I've got to get a light box installed up there for that, and a switch on that back wall. So that's another thing I have to do. So that'll all be in the upcoming videos. And then painting's really coming together, as we showed you earlier. The master ceilings looks like it's may need a little more, but it's coming along. There's going to be more drywall work to do. I've got some more mudding to do. What else? I think that's it. And then I can start thinking about transitioning out of here for a week or so and let the painters come in and do their thing and be out of their way, because they're going to need that scissor lift, and they're going to end up having to spray this. And you smelled how bad the primer was in there. Imagine this whole house is going to be potent. So I don't want to be here when they do that. It stinks. So plenty more to come. So we'll end it here and
Like and subscribe.
enter the garage giveaway. That's good, Mike. We should probably mention that in the videos.
Yeah, people got upset about it, but you know what?
No, we're in the business. So buy a shirt or 2 or 3 or all of them. Buy some coffee. You know. Hang on, Mike. We need the glasses off, buddy. Okay, now we're good.